Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps Ultimate Difficulty, and Oslo it is. Welcome everyone in the chat. Hi Michael, and yeah, this is a surprise stream instead of Stalingrad on Rommel difficulty, but doing Stalingrad I want to be sharp and completely rested. Otherwise, I probably will not be able to do it successfully. So yeah, therefore Oslo it is. Let's take a look. And I think there are 3 Norwegian scenarios, and I honestly think that Oslo is the most difficult of those 3. That might surprise you. But the reason for that simply is the Blücher. It's easy to win, but it's not in your hands if you can get the decisive victory or not. That's the main issue. I had to do it, I think, 3 or 4 times. 2 times they blew up the Blücher. Nothing you can do to stop them. And I think 1 time I ended up in a rain and mud hell, which pretty much makes this impossible as well. But we will see what we can do here. Hi Trangilli, hi Pete. Let's take a look at the corps I brought. I bought a new piece of artillery. I think now I have, I'm pretty sure I have now enough of them. Then we have Olidier here, we have Kersha here. He still does not have a ton of experience. Olidier is a little bit damaged as well. I have 2 level bombers. I have Helmut Land. I invested in 2 Fallschirmjägers, and I will play this one with only 1 fighter. And the general plan for ultimate difficulty is to minimize the fighter force, because I need units on the ground. And fighters give you a good feeling because you can easily protect yourself, but they don't do much. That's the problem. And we have tight tough limits. We need units that are super effective each single turn. Other than that, we have 2 pieces of artillery, 2 pioneers, and our trusty 88. That's the forces I brought. Let's see what we can do with them. Immediately trying to hurt the fortress a little bit, sending in my auxiliary BF, and that was a absolutely massive hit. Don't expect to get that. Like I said, I had to restart several times. So yeah, obviously if you can't damage the first Oscar Spore 4, there's a high chance the Blücher will get sunk. So what you see here is the version where I had the luckiest roll on dealing with those fortresses. But you don't need to be that lucky. It's also okay to be lucky on the return shot. Sometimes you take hits that take down the Blücher by 3 or 4 points, each of those, and then you have lost. And hi Bill Berlin, no Rommel today. I need to be sharp and super rested for that one. That's not the case today. So I decided at least I can do a little bit of ultimate difficulty. Yeah, like I said, it's not necessary that you get that lucky, but it's very helpful if you can damage this one on the first turn. Hi Lieutenant Joker. doing everything that I can get him out of there on the first turn. Not very decided what to do, obviously. One moment. I want to talk a little bit about this situation. Yeah, getting him out of the way on the first turn is not critical, but very helpful, because then you can swing around and try to force surrenders. Yeah, I have one single tank. I don't have any fancy SE stuff. Simply didn't get lucky enough to get any SE tanks or SE units at all. And yeah, here, aggressive landing operation. I will talk about that now. Yeah, the 88 always is a super attractive target for enemy airstrikes, so I'm using it to build up a fighter trap here. Infantry is in here, you don't see it at the moment, but this will spot the flak and then we can shoot it down. Super important, if you have a reduced fighter force, you need to trap them on the first turn, or on the first turn they are attacking, and yeah, that's the best way to guarantee it, because like I said, the flak is high priority target for them. Other than that, sending my Fallschirmjägers over. I need to attack those backward cities right away. I can't allow them to dig in too much. Yeah, over here, not able to do damage, but that's not super critical. Using my level bombers, yeah, just to bombard here a little bit. Entrenchment is your worst enemy on this one. And we obviously want to give them something to do. First trap works. He breaks through the defense and does 1 damage. That's not critical. Offering them the ship. Wow, and the Blücher is on fire. I didn't remember I got that lucky. But first fortress almost is down, so this time the Blücher is safe. This Fallschirmjäger is dropping out of sight. My hope is that I can snipe the airfield, and yeah, that this Norwegian infantry doesn't block it, so I can take it, probably attack, and then already fly further to the north. Yeah, just simply landing my Fallschirmjägers here, can't drop off the flak because there's no room for it. Getting the artillery on shore, destroying the first fighter, so nothing too crazy is happening here. And immediately starting to work on the fortresses. And the plan is to force surrenders wherever I can. For that they need to be digged out. And those Schnellboote are very useful. Because they attract artillery like crazy. And one moment, let's stop again, and you don't need to get super lucky here, because like you see, I still had one of my ships ready to fire another shot, so this is more than enough artillery. And all ships immediately going to the north. We want maximum suppression. Okay, short recap. Nothing crazy is happening here. I want to bail out the Blücher. For that I need to get everything in range. And I absolutely want my Schnellboote here just to take pot shots, not allowing them to entrench too heavily. That worked. Airfield is ours. I can already use my Sturmpanzer to go forward, and I don't care if I take damage here. I just want to reduce their flanks. Now I have a base of operations here. That's super helpful and very important actually. And another important thing to notice is that those ships outrange the Oscarsburg fortresses. You can use them to cause havoc. Once again, could have forced a surrender on him, I think. Nope, I want to do it on the artillery. On the anti-aircraft cannon. That's a better target. One moment. Okay, now it registered, and speed is of the essence here, so I'm not bothering taking Porsgrunn right now because I have units ready that can do it later. I need to rush everything forward. Like I said, disallowing him from entrenching, setting up artillery already to do something. And you see the Blücher is starting to hurt a little bit. So if those two have one or two lucky shots, she would already be dead at the moment. Nothing you can do to prevent this because you can't move the Blücher out of range here. It's simply not possible. Yeah, keep bombarding here and pretty soon I will redistribute the Air Force to do de-entrenchment for de-entrenchment duty. First Fallschirmjäger already landed. 2 Fallschirmjägers land over here. It's not strictly necessary, but I want to break up this position so I have a convenient way of moving. Most important thing is take this airfield. You need it for sustained operations in here. I want to get rid of him. Probably the ships can do it. Yeah. That's done and super helpful. And the Schnellboats doing an awesome job of, de-entrenching. Having control over this area is super important because now I can already put my flak up here. Sadly doesn't have a plus range movement hero, but I still can inch forward once those two are a little bit more damaged. And with artillery support, this is a safe position. My pioneers already slowly creep forward. Their job will be to blow everything up here. Yeah, other than that, not much is happening. Finally taking the city. position my artillery so I can immediately fire shots. He is de-entrenched, so he will get pushed out and destroyed. Well, obviously I decided to attack here right away, because yeah, there's no way I can send reinforcements quickly through here, so there's no point in delaying the attack. I think I will rather shift downwards later. Oops, sorry about that. And this Fallschirmjäger had a rough day. He, yeah, ran into a rugged defense, and Fallschirmjägers, they are like glass cannons. If they run into rugged defense or you use them in rain, they can have a rough time. But that's, I think they are on hold position, so it's not critical. I can just reinforce him and try later with more air support. We have one Fallschirmjäger here. I will send him up as soon as possible, I think. And yeah, using the infantry with the truck to take the city, because it's quick enough to help support the outflanking maneuver, because I'm greedy and want to take all the hexes. Yeah, that's nice. Like I said, Schnellboote are great units to lure something out and to attract fire. I don't know why the AI is so keen on attacking them, but this allows us a surrender movement, and also offered them the Fallschirmjägers here. That's the Oscarsburg fortress. It's a little bit chaotic here. I will try to pause frequently. So let's take a look what happened. Fallschirmjägers got pounded. I will probably repair them. This BF does a great job, but it doesn't have super lucky rolls. You can see that it didn't get too much experience. If you get super crazy rolls, the experience really skyrockets. Resupplying my level bombers, and then I will probably send them up. The fight has nothing to do. Can already help out my core Fallschirmjägers, because I don't want them to run into rugged defenses. Once those ports are cleared, the ships can go through and help with the attack. But he is still in the way. I will have to work on him. First city secured. And now those are no longer a big threat, so I can send in the pioneers. I don't care too much about taking damage. Well, the hit on the overstrength level of the Sturmpanzer is costly. There was a fair chance the 4th strength fortress doesn't do it, but yeah, you can't avoid all damage. It strictly was not necessary to move him that far forward, because the pioneer, I don't think it will get attacked by the strong point, but I think I moved him before I knew that I could damage it that much. So that's the explanation for that. Oledir was not lucky going through here. I will upgrade him to a pioneer rather soon, but probably not in Norway, because he's very useful as Gebirgsjäger in this rough terrain. But yeah, him as pioneer is super helpful against those entrenched units. Other than that, not much is happening. Bombarding, moving my Fallschirmjägers over. And finally getting the 88 to do some work. And the strong points are almost gone. This will allow me to blow up the final fortress. At least kind of. One moment. In the meantime, I repaired my auxiliary Fallschirmjägers because I absolutely need them. And I think it's worth the money. If you can take more victory locations, it's absolutely great. And Michael, I think it's possible to get all kinds of heroes on Uladir. So you can get 2 more +1 movement heroes, no problem. Yeah, Oskarskogsborg is pretty much out of action. Now we can focus on this Norwegian infantry. And if you take a look, it's already de-entrenched pretty much. I can probably force a surrender on it. I have 2 more pieces of artillery ready. I have 1 more ship ready. And then I can already swing by and support the attack. So yeah, here I don't want to stop. The artillery immediately has to get into the next firing position. That's very important. I start the surrounding maneuver down here. Yeah, those level bombers are still busy down here. I promise they will go up, but the moment the fighters are doing that job. And yeah, this is a risky move. I'm not sure if this will pay off, but there are not many units in here. So you can get aggressive, and I think all of them are set to hold position. Not sure about the gun, but we will find out pretty soon. The Blücher is already helping to de-entrench Oslo itself. And yeah. Missing the forced surrender here. Could have easily done it. But it's not a big deal. Once again, Uladir is not stopping. He still has work to do. This damaged anti-aircraft cannon, it's an auxiliary unit. It's a garrison unit. You can immediately tell that because it has reduced strength. It was at 10th strength all the time. It didn't reinforce before, so there's no reason that it will reinforce now. So my Wehrmacht infantry will be able to easily take it out and secure another airfield. Now our ships can go through, work on de-entrenching. Yeah, this had entrenchment level of 7 before. That's no joke. So we want to do as much damage as possible. Now for the attack on Oslo. Let's see. Well, some movement before. Some the entrenchment. Trying to weaken the gun. And I wanted to get rid of it, but this wasn't super successful. But at least Oscarsburg is falling down. And I can immediately transport my pioneers forward. Super entrenched targets over here, so they will be needed. This gun emplacement is out of ammo, so I can position the flak right next to it. And here I use my BF, the Hero Auxiliary Unit, just to check if this gun is active. If it fires, fine, I will stay away. If it doesn't, I can use my Air Force around here. Well, now we know. It is very active. And now he is pretty de-entrenched. It's safer to attack now. And the Fallschirmjäger has done its job. That's Oscarsburg taken. Working on the entrenchment, working on the entrenchment. You will notice that this Norwegian infantry is already de-entrenched down to level 3. It will be rather easy to take it out. The defending artillery is gone. My Fallschirmjägers took some rough hits in return. But yeah, Fallschirmjägers have a risky job. Sturmpanzer is very helpful in protecting this rapid advancements. And the Air Force absolutely can overwhelm the enemy defenses. Entrenchment level of 1, so that was pretty quick. This allows Kasher to move up and finish him off. We can already position the artillery for the next attack. He is entrenched at level 7, so this will be a little bit more difficult because my Schnellboot won't be able to help. The Blücher is here, and the Leipzig or the Emden can move up and fire shots, but we can't go through here. Yeah, airfield pretty much secured. Next artillery can go up, so we have 3 pieces to deal with them. This Norwegian mountain, I think I'm not attacking because I'm not in a hurry. I can do a safe attack next turn. Yeah. Now the AI is frantically trying to buy reinforcements, so you have to block them on turn 9. But everything is already blocked, they can't buy anything. And I can work to de-entrench them. This should be a safe kill. The anti-aircraft cannon went in. This will allow me to take an additional airfield. And him, I think sadly I can't force a surrender on him, but I will try. Let's take a look. This was a dicey attack because I need to push him out, but it worked. down to level 3. 2, 1. Now we can push him back, and this will allow us to force a surrender on the guy that is defending Oslo. Here we go. Sadly not able to destroy it, but it's pretty successful. I simply don't have enough units to deal with all of them. So Lillestrøm still stands. Yeah, I don't have enough. They refuse to move out. There's enough bait for them, but they never took it. So they are definitely set to hold position. In the north, everything is under control. Everything taken in the south. Kasha can still... Nope. He will get blocked. He can't move through here. Would be nice to finish off this last Norwegian infantry, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's it. Decisive victory. Let's view the battlefield. Almost completely took them out. Yeah, this Norwegian gun gained a lot of experience. Don't know why he was, where he got that. Don't think he was extremely lucky, but well, that's it. Yeah, so missed out on 2 city hexes. I don't think it's possible to take them. Probably with a lucky hit you can take out this anti-aircraft cannon. But then you still need something that can move in, which is not so easy, because it's very likely you can get blocked. Maybe the 88 could move up and take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, probably. But I don't think there's a chance to get Lillestrøm. I bombarded it like crazy, but still the entrenchment is too much and not enough time to do another infantry attack. But with one more turn, I think it's possible to clear the map. Maybe someone finds a way to clear it. But yeah, this was good enough for me. Decisive victory it is. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you at Lillehammer. Bye.